Hey guys, JT here with just a quick after first run thoughts on this Maverick, as they're calling it, Truggy. I call it Stadium Truck. Truck that I ran. I only ran this a few times. I did run several packs through it more after I got through filming my videos, just to see how the car was gonna hold up and stuff. So, kind of as I mentioned, you guys know I flipped a couple of times, or you only saw me flip once, but I did flip a few more times and kind of scrape the body up. But you guys didn't see the rest of that on film. But I want to let you guys know how this car has held up so far. I haven't really taken it off road yet, but I will in the next coming week or two get some more film video footage of this thing running off road. But so far, I have been impressed with it. I'm gonna say just straight out. I know I haven't run it off road and taken it through jumps and bumps and all that and seen the durability of it, but so far it seems to be a good truck. Seeing some of the other reviews on some of the Maverick series that they had before this one was released. This is kind of a newer version. All the cars have held up. I mean, one of the things is it doesn't have a slipper clutch to it, but this brush version doesn't seem to need it, and the brushless version only comes with like a 3300 kV motor. So you're not going to be putting down a whole lot of power in it. I think it's a 2-pole motor, not a 4-pole. So you won't have to worry about really stripping the gears and stuff out with it. So there's a couple things I want to kind of, like I said, point out. One thing is going to be on the radio. This is actually a 3-channel radio. You see right up in there kind of where my thumb's at. See if we can get up in here a little bit more. That is a third button for the third channel. And it is a 3-channel receiver. You guys kind of hear that clicking back and forth. So that is great. This is another company that's releasing radios that have 3 channels onto it. They're not kind of cutting the stick with you and giving you radios just got 2 channels and stuff like that. So I think that that's excellent, especially like I said, for the value of this truck you're getting. It comes with a nickel metal battery, which is going to be this one right here. It's an 1800 milliamp. This is probably going to be good for probably about 10 minutes or so of running out there. Then the battery's going to, of course, kind of dump and stuff. So looking at this car real quick, there's some other things that I kind of want to point out. I did mention that I did run, you see I put an adapter on here, but I did run a 3S LiPo, and I told you guys in one of the videos, this is the LiPo that I was running. This is a 5000 milliamp LiPo, but you see this kind of fits right in here as an exact fit, but the battery strap they give to you will not actually strap down. You can probably strap it down on one end, but it's really not going to hold this battery in. So what you want to do is, if you're going to run a 3S LiPo, is to use a 4000 milliamp LiPo. It's going to be a lot thinner. Now, take in mind that if you run a 3S LiPo on here, you will shorten the life of this motor. I don't know by how much, but you will shorten the life of it. I mean, the speed controller can handle a 3S LiPo with down to an 18-turn motor. So I do just tell you to take caution if you're going to do that. You know, I don't recommend it too much because, like I said, you will shorten the life of the motor, but it can run that. But this speed controller can also run down to a 12-turn 540 size brushed motor. So that means you can also put a 550 size 12-turn motor, because that's going to be equivalent to like a 15-turn 540 size motor. So I probably would at some point maybe try my Helion motor in there. It is a 12-turn metric motor and it's 540 size, and that's a good brush motor. That's probably one of the best 540 size brush motors out there on the market, because it does offer you a lot of power and speed. I think second to that's going to be Reedy's got one, our Associates got one as well. But that Helion motor is just cream of the crop, because it does put out a lot of RPMs. And yes, RPMs, we're not talking kV for brush type motors. So, and just so you guys see on there, there is, I showed you guys kind of in the unboxing, get this to kind of focus in. There is a third channel. So 3-channel receiver and radio. So that's a good thing. Other than that, I did run it on that paved surface a bit, and it didn't really wear these down as much as I thought it would. Now, they probably will possibly wear down. So I'll probably be looking at getting some maybe Traxxas Anacondas or something for this. Not 100% sure, because I am going to need kind of an all-purpose tire and wheel. Or I may go back to some of those speed treads from that Horizon Hobby is offering. So we'll see about that. But so far, guys, I just don't think you can beat the price point of this for $150. You get a 4-wheel drive car ready to run. The speed controller can run nickel, metal, and LiPo. You guys see it does have those jumpers way down in here. If you're going to go from LiPo or nickel metal, you just kind of take that one and kind of move it to the far left one, which is good. It's fine. I think when you lose those, it just goes to LiPo mode automatically. Now, some people may not like it that it comes with Phillips heads, but I'm fine with that. I mean, for the price point you're paying stuff, probably if it came with the Hex or something, you'd probably be paying a little bit more, but you just can't beat the price of what you get for this, in my opinion. 4-wheel drive stadium truck. It's got a nice look to it. You guys saw how it runs. You get a 3-channel radio, and it's ready to go straight out the box, and you can possibly run a 3S LiPo on it too, but you got to run that at your discretion now. I don't want you guys to come back and JT said you could run it and run it 5 minutes and then your motor's burned up, but it probably won't burn up in 5 minutes. I ran mine for a good, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so, and it ran fine. So other things, you do get adjustability on here as well. I showed you guys some of that. You do get shock spacers. These are plastic body shocks, but you get spacers in here. But the suspension setup for this is nice. It doesn't feel like there's like no oil in here or it's filled halfway. So I have to say good job, HPI, for picking this up and bringing this to the States. I think that once this gets out there more about what you guys have, you guys will do a good job of actually picking up and selling these. Now, you guys just need to work on part support. Didn't see too many things with parts on there. I know this kind of resembles some of the RC or Nitro RCX cars, but there is differences between these two. I know some people are saying that they're the same. They're not the same. If you actually look at these, they're constructed differently. The motor's on this side for the Nitro RCX ones. It's on this side for this one. And there are differences between the two. So don't say that they're the same, because they're not. Some of the parts may be somewhat compatible with one another, but they're not the same type of cars and kits. So anyway, guys, that's going to be, just like I said, my first thoughts on there. I'm looking at this bumper. I kind of like that they have that. You can probably do a couple of things, put a buggy body and stuff on, which I may do at some point, but I wanted to go ahead and get this out to you guys. And I'm going to take it off-road. I'm going to take it to a couple other places to test some of the durability of this, and also see how this transmission holds up. But if they sell the brushless version, it's the same exact thing, except for they change the electronics in it. I'm pretty sure this transmission and stuff will hold up. So you guys will see some more videos of this coming up soon. I will put the 12-turn metric motor in it. That motor costs you about 20 bucks. If you guys are looking at trying to update this and running it on 2S LiPo for some more speed, that would be something I'd recommend to get to running. But I'll get in here and get it running just to show you guys how this thing runs. So guys, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching.